Good day, YouTubers. Reloading Bench back with you once again. And this will be a shorty on some happiness from our friends at Lee Precision, specifically customer service. So you may recall, if you had seen it, I was doing some brass prep on the Hornady case prep center and blew a fuse, and that was all around 223. And as I was doing some resizing, I all of a sudden I jammed on a couple pieces of brass like I hadn't done in years. I'm like, what the heck? And then I took it slow and realized that, oh, the decapping pin got bent. And I thought, oh, let me just throw it in a vise and see if I can straighten it out. And it might look straight to you, but it's not. It's got a curve to it, which throws the decapping pin off. And at the end of the day, it was no longer working. And I knew I had spares, which is what this box is. But it took me about a half hour to find the spares. And when I found the spares, I realized, oh, I'm now down to one spare. So I'm still N+1, and I prefer to run a little safer than N+1. So I went to where I would normally go, online. But I didn't start at Lee. And years ago, and they may still do it, it just didn't apply to me in this case. Years ago, you could go on their website, leeprecision.com, and you could look up a part. And if you threw it in your cart many times, a replacement part, it would be marked 0 cost. And the part was free, the replacement part was free, and you paid shipping. And I think back in the day, it was like a $5 flat fee. Well, times have changed. This wasn't free. I think it was $2.67, so I picked up 3. So with 3 plus, I think shipping was more than $5. I think the total came to just under 15, or right at 15. Again, not bad for showstoppers that you don't want to have stopping your show. But what was interesting is I first went out to other places like eBay. And because of what this die was, neck collet, and the number of choices out on eBay, got to be careful with eBay, because sometimes they taped everything with my info. You got to be careful with eBay. I'm going to try and take the staple out. Our wonderful staple there. You got to be careful with eBay, because a lot of times what they show you isn't necessarily what they send you, or your description, or their thought of what the thing was might not be the correct thing. So I thought, all right, let me call Lee and make sure I'm ordering the right part, because looking online, there's no shortage of these. And one of them was, God, I can't even remember right now. Description was the same, part number was similar. There are 2 part numbers that are, I think, 1 or 2 digits off. And I wanted to make sure I was ordering the right thing, because some of the picture looked different. So I called Lee and I said, hey, this is what I've got. This is what I need. And this is what they now sent me. And the part looks like it has changed over the years. So obviously this is a very old part, and still same length, same diameter, at least on the back end. And then they've changed some tapering up here where, and maybe this is a corrected pin to avoid the problem I was having, where it was hitting the side of the neck and doing some damage. But this goes in the garbage. Actually, I won't throw it in the garbage, because I'll probably repurpose it for something else. Maybe I'll indicate that it's no longer good. I'll call it red. Red for dead. This part is no longer a goodie part. Love repurposing stuff, so I'll find a home for it somewhere. But in my search on eBay, what I noticed that was kind of funny was they were selling these. It looked like an individual for 18 plus $6 or $7, basically between $25 and $30. And if you look closer, it was for a pack of 3. But again, not knowing for sure what was being represented in eBay, if it was the right pin, plus it was more expensive than going to the actual manufacturer and getting the spare part directly from them, or the replacement part. So, you know, kudos to Lee. Relatively quick. I think I got this a few days ago, so I've been sitting on it for a couple days, less than a week to get it. But now I have plenty of spares. I will mark those 223 neck collet sizing, so that, and then probably put them, I'm not sure where I'll put them. I'll put them somewhere that I don't spend 30 minutes trying to remember where I put them. But Lee to the rescue. Good stuff. Later.